Welcome back to Atlanta & Company. I'm Holly Furfer. If you're looking to add a new pet to your life, Our Pals Place in Marietta has many great animals that would love to be welcomed by a new family. And joining us is our friend Russ Bowles, along with a very friendly, very energetic Jasmine. Man, that tail, wow. She is awesome. Welcome back.
Thank you. She's excited to see you.
I just have to explain to people that there's so many people here, and every time she sees someone, the tail goes 1,000 miles an hour. She's so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Now tell us about her.
Well, Jasmine is a couple years old, and we rescued her from Murray County, and she was actually an owner give-up. She came into, the owner gave her and her sister up. And as you can tell by such a great temperament, such a friendly personality, that she'll make a great family dog for somebody.
Oh, she's so sweet. Now, is she fixed and everything, ready to go?
Yep. All our dogs are spayed and neutered before we send them out, and we also have them totally vetted, so they are healthy.
Oh, that's terrific. Yeah. Now, what's the adoption process like?
Well, the adoption process, we encourage the public to come out and meet our dogs. So we're open from the weekends from 1 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday. Actually, if you come to our facility, we leave her out in the main room. She's our door greeter. So when you enter our facility, she'll be the first one there to say hello to you.
I can see why, because she couldn't be any friendlier. I mean, this dog is probably one of the sweetest dogs. She's got a really good disposition.
Oh, yeah. Very good. She's great with people, good with other dogs, just a great disposition all the way around.
Would she be good with a young family?
I think so. The big thing you got to do, regardless of the personality and temperament of the dog, is as long as you're monitoring the kids with the dogs, depending on the ages. But, yeah, she'd be great with kids, too.
Now, I know we've heard the sad news of animal cruelty that happens when owners don't really care for the pet or they can't afford them anymore. Unfortunately, we've heard too much of that. What are some things that owners should not do in that situation?
Well, I guess the big thing is you're going to look for a home for the dog, but the big thing you want to do is not to give away a dog for free or just turn the dog loose. And I think too many people are apt to just give a dog away for free to anybody that will just come along. And really you want to look for a family that's going to take care of the dog, that actually wants the dog, not taking the dog as a favor.
Right, right, that's tough.
Yeah.
What are some of the common reasons that people would even give up pets in the first place?
A lot of the things that we hear are behavior issues. So a lot of it is that they think they've got a bad dog or a dog that's too energetic and they don't know how to deal with dogs. So some of the other things that you may hear, I'm having a baby.
Right.
Or I have a baby and I don't have time. Or my dog's not good with kids. You may hear people are moving. And so there's lots of reasons, but behavior would probably be the #1 thing that we hear.
But there are solutions, though, to all of this.
A lot of solutions, and there's a lot of resources out there. Part of our organization, part of what we do is we have a training and education center. So Susan Brumbelow is one of our trainers and behaviorists. She can kind of help people with whatever issues that you may have, behavior issues that you may have. The majority of the behavior issues can be worked through.
Okay. Well, what about if everything else fails? I mean, are there some things that people can do to find that responsible pet owner without having to say, here, take it, or drive to a nice neighborhood and drop a dog off? That's been done in my neighborhood.
Oh, yeah. It happens quite a bit. What I would probably encourage people to do is do one of two things. Probably either work with the animal shelter or look for animal organizations as ourselves.
Okay.
To try to talk to us to work through how can we find a home for that dog. If you want to look for a home for that dog on your own, start with the veterinarian, start with some of your friends or neighbors. That's kind of how you want to advertise. I would kind of avoid the papers and especially avoid giving away for free. That's usually, you know, hate to say it, but grade D or grade B dealers or dog fighters look for free to get home. So if you're going to look for it, you may want to look for a home. You also may want to consider doing a home visit. That way you know for sure where the dog, what kind of environment it's going in. If the person does not or the family does not want you doing a home visit, then that may be a red flag. So the best thing you want to do is charge some kind of an adoption fee, as nominal or minimal as it can be, and that way you at least know that the people are willing, the family's willing and wanting to take the dog into their house.
And Our Pals Place is actually doing something else to help people. People oftentimes really can't afford the food. They get the dog, maybe they have a job, maybe someone in the family loses a job, and all of a sudden they go, oh, how are we going to feed this dog? But what are you guys doing to help?
Well, we have just formed a partnership with Musk Ministries. One of our directors, Carol Kirshner, had a friend of hers contact her that worked at Musk Ministries, and they had a family who had just run into a crisis and they had just lost their home. However, they had a family pet, and they're trying to figure out how they can keep their family pet. So Musk Ministries helps people out in crisis, usually people who have lost lost a job, lost their financially strained at that point in time, and a lot of those people have family pets. So the surplus of food that we get a lot of food donated to us from Tractor Supply and from other donations. The surplus food that we get, we send to their food pantry, if you will.
Oh, that's great.
So we supply those people until they can get back on their feet or their next check comes in. We can help provide dog food for that family pet.
And if somebody says, oh, I could really use that, I could use that help, what do they need to do?
Well, Must Ministries, they would probably want to contact Must Ministries,
okay.
Or they can contact us directly at our facility, and you can go to our website, ourpalsplace.org, for
okay.
contact information.
And now what if somebody wants to volunteer or make donations? Do you need help in that way?
We need all kinds of help. We're a totally nonprofit organization. We have no paid staff, so we're all volunteers. So we're looking for volunteers. If you want to volunteer, we have all types of volunteer opportunities, during the day, during the evening, during weekends, helping with adoptions. Some people just want to come in and walk the dogs, which is great with us too. So we have, if you go to our site, you can actually submit a form saying that I would like to become a volunteer, and we'll contact you.
That's great. That's great for kids too, you know, high school kids, kids that want to get involved in other activities.
Oh yeah, we have a lot of youth. I think that's one of the things that differentiates us from a lot of the other organizations is that we do allow youth. We have a big youth program. We have youth come to all of our, to several of our new volunteer training programs. We do a lot with the Boy Scouts and the Girl Scouts. Dee McGowan, she runs a community service where the Girl Scouts can come in and learn proper behavior or proper pet guardianship.
Right.
And that's got a lot of good reviews so far.
Terrific. And finally, hours of adoption, days you adopt. When can people come pick up Jasmine?
You can come meet Jasmine on Saturday and Sunday, and we're open from 1 to 5. And we're over in Marietta.
Terrific. Thank you, Russ. You do such great things. And she is truly adorable. How old did you say she was?
She's about 2 years old.
Oh, so sweet. She'd be great with a lot of kids at home.
She would.
Keep the kids busy, keep her busy.
Yes, that would.
And if you would like to adopt Jasmine or any of the available animals at Our Pals Place, or if you want to make a donation or volunteer, just call 678-795-0202 or log on to ourpalsplace.org.